Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of Big Pat Sports Talk, New York Giants Full Access. Hit that like and subscribe button. And today I want to talk to you guys about the play calling situation with the New York Giants. And the question is coming about, should Daboll take over the play calling duties from Mike Kafka? And I'm going to state some things that say that he should and state some things that say that he shouldn't. Now, a couple of things, the reasons why he should is because of the situational play calling that we have with Mike Kafka so far. It has not been well when it comes to situational play calling. What I mean by that, in certain third down situations, in certain situations when we have the lead, certain situations before halftime or towards the end of the game trying to get points to win games, and situations when it comes to the run game, to the passing game. Like last game, let's just take last game. Let's just base it off last game. Daniel Jones was 13 of 14 in the first half, and his only incompletion was a spike. Why in the world did we not pass the ball more in the second half? I don't know. Why do we not get Daniel Jones in more RPO situations? Because it seemed to be working, because the Commanders were not focused on Daniel Jones like a lot of teams. And so he was getting rushing yards. He actually led us in rushing yards, to be exact, with 70. I think Daniel Jones could have had another 100-plus rushing yard game against Washington if we added more RPOs to the scheme. The reason why I say that is because we don't have the talent and personnel at the receiver position to just line them up and say, hey, look, you can't stop us and we're going to get it to you. No, we have to scheme guys open. So it's getting those linebackers moving in a certain direction is the best way for our receivers to get in open spots to where Daniel Jones can hit them. And the RPO seems to work fairly well when we do it. We have to get better play calling schemes in the red zone as well. DJ really saved us on that first touchdown to Hodgins by that run call that was made, but he made a move to cut back into the inside to get the first down. But our situational play calling, it leaves a lot to be desired. And to be honest with you, Saquon Barkley is leaving a lot to be desired out there on the field as well. He had 63 rushing yards in the first half and finished with 63 yards. He had like 1 yard in this whole second half. So when our run game is not working, why do we continue to run it on first down and lose 2 to 3 yards and put us behind the chains? Because we're not a team that can overcome being behind the chains consistently. I believe that's asking too much of the personnel that we have out there on the field right now. It's asking a little bit too much of Daniel Jones to try to make it happen with those guys. It's asking a little bit too much of the interior offensive line to hold up in the pass game, because they haven't been able to hold up in the pass game. And that's the reason why I think Brian Daboll needs to take control over the play calling moving forward. Those are reasons why he should. Now, some reason why he shouldn't is because Mike Kafka is a first-time play caller. You hired him as your offensive coordinator. You have to give him confidence. In order to build his confidence, you have to let him play, make play calls. Now, what I would like for Daboll to instill is that Kafka come down to the field and actually get a feel for his players and what's going on the field. Feel the energy of your players. I think you need to be on the field to learn who your playmakers are and to learn who really has that dog in them, that game, and who really does certain things in certain situations. So when you do go up to the booth, you already know what these guys are capable of and capable of doing. You already know how they're feeling in certain moments when you see certain things on the field. Right now, he doesn't have that. And you really don't know who the primary guy should be when they're trying to show you that, hey, look, I'm that guy today, get me the ball. You're not down there to see that. You're not down there to feel his energy, so you really don't know. So you're just calling plays, just hoping they work. And that's not a good formula. But what I will say is that all the deficiencies that the offense is working with, Mike Kafka is working with as well. So he's doing one heck of a job to get us to a 7-4 record with the personnel that we have out there right now. So I'm not ready to, be like, oh no, just take away all duty from Kafka and everything. No. What I'm saying is what I would do as a head coach in Brian Daboll, because he does have to focus on clock management. He has to get a little bit better with clock management. The clock management has not been good, whether it's due to play calling or whether it's due to poor execution on Daboll's part. But that all really falls on Daboll. So that's why he's getting the questions that he's getting in the media the past couple of weeks, and they're attacking him a little bit. He's starting to see that a little bit of that New York pressure come, and it's not fun. And a lot of the times it's not even fair. But in this case, the media has a little bit, they have a little bit of credibility to be a little bit concerned about our play calling system. But with Mike Kafka being a first-time play caller, Daboll being a first-time head coach, a lot of these players come from practice squads or come from scrap heaps from other teams. I understand that everybody's dealing with the same deficiencies that Daniel Jones is dealing with on the field. They're dealing with it too. So I'm not going to sit here and bash my coaching staff. I'm not going to sit here and bash my offensive coordinator. They've exceeded expectations tremendously, and I still expect this team to make a playoff push. But we have to get better execution and situational play calling, because that's costed us a couple of games this year. It's costed us a couple of games this year. We should be 8-4, no question. But you got to bring up the fact that they didn't execute. A couple of dumb penalties, a drop pass here and there, a miscommunication here and there. But we have to get better at situational play calling. But my overall thing about Brian Daboll taking over the play calling duties from Mike Kafka, I say no. He's came out and said he will not do that, and I believe that's the right decision. We just have to be better at situational play calling. And let's not forget, fellas, that these guys are learning as well. This is their first time being a head coach, first time being an coordinator, offensive coordinator. So we just gotta keep moving forward. We gotta keep progressing. We gotta keep getting better every day. But the one change that I would suggest is bring Kafka out that booth and put him on the field. That's the one suggestion that I would suggest to this team. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Hit that like and subscribe button. Also, 50 membership goal is the goal for every month until we reach it. We're going to reach it. We're at 21 members, so we got a whole month to get to 50 memberships. 50 memberships by Christmas. Let's go. But until the next episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that big blue join button. And thank you guys for tuning in. Until the next episode, peace. This is a Big Blue Crew production.